Welcome back to the channel. This is a different one today. This is gonna be, I'm gonna do a Halloween costume for my wife and I since Halloween is coming up. We're actually going as Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head, and so we decided to do like a just real comfortable because we're going out downtown and we don't want to have an entry. Like we had like really complicated costumes last year. I was Beetlejuice and she was a Grim Reaper as a female Grim Reaper, and the makeup was really hot and everything. And then this year it's gonna be cold. We found out, and then so whatever. We already decided our costumes, and so she wants to match everything. And in the past, I decided I had extra paint a long time ago. I had enamel paint, and I decided to take. I had a knockoff pair of Converse, and then I decided to take the silver that I had, and I pulled a Jackson Pollock on my shoes. It was really cool, and then I put some bright orange shoelaces on, and got a lot of compliments about the shoelaces and not the shoes themselves. But anyway, the enamel paint worked really, really well. So now I'm gonna have to try to do it with acrylic. And normally, what would happen with it, because I used to airbrush, and like when you airbrush a shirt, you heat press it, and it seals the acrylic into the fabric. It's also designed for fabric. I got to take these white things that she just got and make them red. I got to match Mrs. Potato Head's style. She wears like a kind of a heel, and she didn't find anything she liked. And then we're going to try this, and if it doesn't work out, then whatever. But I also wanted her to be comfortable instead of having to wear heels all night because we stand a lot when we go downtown. So anyway, going to try to make these bright red. So you're about to see what happens. Let's quit the yapping. Let's get to painting. Okay, in this box we have here, I don't use this very often. My wife and I, we got this from a family member. They weren't using it anymore. It's a little easel. I actually have another one that I use more often, mainly because this one sits this way. It doesn't allow you really to landscape very well. I don't know. You know me, I like to turn things around. Now here's the reason I brought this up. I have titanium white. I have all these basics acrylics. As you can see, we've used them quite a bit, but I have a lot of red in here, and this is a primary red, which is actually it's almost pinky in the brain, but I figure I might as well use this as a base first, see how it comes out. And then I don't have an acrylic medium to stretch it out, unfortunately. In case you guys didn't know, I do paint. I actually have oil and acrylics as well. These acrylics have some grams, some really nice oil paints. I've used Gamblins in the past. Those are very nice as well. So we also bought these two just in case. I got two extra. These are acrylics as well, but they have glitter in them because we were talking about using an iridescent medium because I was looking for a medium. That's all they had, and I'm like, well, just because it says it's a medium doesn't mean it's going to thin the paint out like it needs to be. But this is a basics acrylic. It's not a heavy body. I have a heavy body acrylic medium for that reason, so that it behaves more like oils do. It's still not the same as oils. I don't care what anybody says. They're very, very different medium. To call it medium a medium when paint is medium is funny. But anyway, your basics here. This is pretty thin. It's not bad quality. It's thin as in it lays down pretty evenly. So hopefully this will go on these shoes okay. No, I don't have my airbrush anymore. Otherwise I would have just done that and it was been like a 5-second video. Now I'm going to do this by hand to see how it goes. And she wanted these too because they don't have shoe laces on them. So they still look kind of like what it's supposed to look like. This is a vinyl type material, I believe. I don't know how well it's going to stick to this. It is what it is. If it doesn't stick to that, then she's just going to have to deal with a white around the bottom of her shoe. Or she can go buy some red heels or something. Some Mary Jane style heels apparently is the name. So let's get started, shall we? We're gonna do other people, but we decided on this because we were trying to save a little bit of money, but at the same time she was like, you know what, let's just go out and have fun. And Halloween is that time of year that we do it, so hopefully this will work out. I do really miss my airbrush for this kind of thing, but I'll try this, see how it goes. Let's time lapse right now. So some of that audio was chopped up a little bit, but here, I mean, it's just me painting the shoes really. That acrylic actually takes pretty well to it because, like I said, it's like a canvas material. It did a pretty good job of absorbing it pretty quickly, and it took maybe a few minutes to dry in between coats. The sole of it is being like a vinyl, like a rubber. It took a little longer to get the paint to stick to that, but overall, she was happy with the way it looks. They're pretty red. At the end, there are some spots that could be touched up, but she's not really worried about it, and it's meant for, like I said, a Halloween costume. And how often does a man really look at one's shoes? Shawshank Redemption. Yes. Anyway, I also did the back of this shirt. Both of our shirts have the little compartments that Mr. Potato Head have, so that you can put stuff in the back end. So I drew that on both shirts. Just kind of winged it with my Sakura brush pen, and then I went back with the Sharpie to make sure it was nice and black. I actually did an overdraw by accident, and I was able to clean it up with some alcohol, thankfully. And these we got from, I think, Amazon, and they're really super, super sticky, and they seem to do the job. Supposedly they'll stay on there, and they're hard to get off, but if they are, then whatever, I'll wear it with Mr. Potato Head. I don't care. And otherwise, it was a pretty easy thing to do, and relatively cheap, and yeah, happy Halloween for those that like to celebrate it.